I'm trying to set up a clothing brand, and I'm just in the process of trying to find a manufacturer to help with samples and hopefully production. And this is what I found so far in my search and my discussions so far. I'd love to hear your tips if you're going through the same journey or if you already have some knowledge on this. I have contacted 141 factories and smaller manufacturers across the world. Out of them, only 39 of them replied to my emails. Now, to me, that's a very low response rate. That's under 30%, and it's just something I haven't experienced before. Out of the 39 responses, 5 of them were India and Indonesia, 6 of them China, and then 9 of them UK. I think in general it's a reflection of where the majority of the clothes are made right now in the world, so Asia, and then UK. I think that's a slightly separate story. I think it's just the working culture of people responding and communicating. But at the same time, something else which I found is the fact that a lot of the manufacturers in the UK are actually producing their clothes somewhere else. So lots of them are producing them in India or somewhere in Europe. So the production is not actually in the UK, you just communicate it to someone who is based in the UK. Out of the 39, I didn't follow up with lots of them because of their high MOQ, that's minimum order quantity. And just to clarify, to me, anything above 50, it's high because at the very start of the journey, I feel like 50 is high enough for one design. And also I've been burnt before, so I know what I'm getting into. I just don't want to spend a lot of money on stock, which I'm not going to be able to shift. And I'm just going to be sat here with lots and lots of clothes, which I'm not going to be able to sell. Some of the MOQs quoted were just slightly above 50, maybe 75, 100, but there were a few of them who wanted a commitment of more than 500 or even thousands. One of them actually said 3,000, so a very large factory who wanted a large commitment as well. Then as a next step, what I've done, I've narrowed down the list and removed the ones which are not offering fabric sourcing, because that's a service which is very important to me. I feel like fabric is one of the challenges I've encountered so far. It's very difficult to find good fabric and also to find fabric at the right quantities that you need, because I want smaller quantities of product. When we go into production, you are going to need also, well, we are going to need also smaller quantities of fabric, and not every supplier is offering that. So fabric sourcing, it's important to me as a service. Some of the ones I contacted actually said that they don't specialize in the kind of clothes I'm looking to produce. They mostly specialize in blanks, so t-shirts, hoodies and that kind of stuff. Some of them actually said that they are busy and they are not taking on new customers until further notice. So I'm left with a very, very small number of manufacturers who can actually help me, hopefully, and I'm exchanging emails with a few of them at the moment. And just to come back to the numbers, that's 19 manufacturers. Some of them are in the UK, so the costs are going to be very, very high. So it's to be confirmed whether that's actually a good idea and a good option for me. But we'll see how that goes. So 19 manufacturers, fingers crossed we'll find one of them. What's your experience in trying to find a manufacturer in the UK or somewhere else? I'd like to know.